Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Fashion Experiment. It's Dr. Bridget, your professor of all things fashion, and I'm back with another video. This is the second video for spring summer 2023. And in this video, I'll be sharing the major themes for this season. And the season is all about seeking peace, seeking comfort and relaxation, just all things positive. And there are three major themes for the spring summer forecast: soul space, full spectrum, and design wise. So we're going to go through each one and you'll really begin to see what the foundation for this season is. And it really flows from where we started in fall winter with the desires, consumers seeking to reconnect. And in reconnecting, pulling back the layers of what is life, you know, your new normal, just your existence, in this world, we've really come to see as human beings that we don't want stuff. We don't want the physical things. We've been entertained by it and it does bring some pleasure, but ultimately, the ultimate goal of consumers is to seek peace, calmness, positivity, light, and love, and goodness in life. And that's what you will see in this season. So let's get started. Soul space, driven by the quest for contentment and solace. So we reconnected with our world. We found what works for us and how we exist and move in our lifestyle. And now that we found what works, outdoors, technology, new advancements, all those things that can enhance us, wherever we find ourselves, we want solace, we want peace, we want calm. All right. And we're going to see themes related to home and nature, things that bring us comfort, spaces in our lives that bring us comfort and that soothing soulless. Okay. And that's what soul space is about: connection, inner calm, seeking contentment and peace. All right. Self-care. So it's the summer season, the spring summer season. So what I really like about solace is the peace about it, the contentment about it, the soulless in it. Like, imagine whatever puts you at peace, whatever brings you calm. So because it's spring summer, one of the themes that were highlighted is the never ending summer. Like when you can just look back over your childhood, your youth, or whatever time in your life where you had those never ending summer days, just like I always felt like, oh, I'm so bored, there's nothing to do. But in those, innocent, childlike moments, you were at peace. You were content, even with having nothing to do. So that's what this speaks to. And it's, like I said, I like it because it causes me to reflect and think about those times in life, and it does bring you calm. All right. And again, this video is just laying the foundation for the themes. We're going to connect garments to it in my next video. And just the ideas that we're connecting. Okay. So the idea of the never ending summer, just put your mind, your brain in that space. We're just discussing, I'm presenting ideas, and then I will connect garment styles to it. But you need the foundation, right? We need to know what the clothing is for. The purpose of it, right? Is all about achieving contentment, achieving peace, achieving solace in life. So the next idea connected to soul space is desert rider. So we're in nature. It's spring, summer. Let's engage in the outdoors during this season. Let's explore what is happening in this dry heat. Okay, and that's what this is associated with. And then guerrilla gardener. So remember I talked about soul space being about finding solace in the places in our lives that bring us peace, that bring us contentment. So again, you're going to continue to see this ongoing theme of nature and food and kitchen and gatherings in the home, in the kitchen was really, really highlighted strongly as associated with soul space. All right, so this idea, Guerrilla Gardener, is connected to that. And there were many different, branches of this, but connecting food and nature in the home, outside of the home, and this idea of combining our comfort wear, and it says streetwear, but just the clothes that we've been wearing, through the pandemic, post-pandemic, the sweats, the lounge wear. It's been translated in a active wear, lounge, street wear. You're just going to see all of it merged together and connected to soul space, the soulless, with floral and botanical prints. Okay, and that's going to continue to crop up this season for spring summer 23. All right, so that was just a little taste of soul space. Now we're going to move to design wise. This is the next theme for spring summer 23. Design wise is really going strong with embracing sustainability. Okay, and it's called design wise. Like, think thoughtfully about what you choose to wear, what brands and businesses you're supporting. Make intentional decisions about your style, is what this speaks to. And it's a very strong message because it's a standalone theme. Normally, and it's a major theme for spring summer. Normally we see sustainability, intertwined with anything, but seeing it show up in 23 spring summer as a standalone idea all on its own really sends a powerful message that consumers are aware, they are awake, and they are making intentional choices about what they choose to buy based on sustainable practices. So that is design wise. You're going to see lots of clean lines, simple, ideal shapes. Okay, so simple, ideal, and shape are looks that appeal to all people, all body types, but are made and created intentionally with sustainable techniques, okay, sustainable practices. And the other idea associated with this thing design-wise is to make wise choices about what you're wearing in a manner that will allow you to carry the garment from one season to the next, to the next, to the next. I mean, we've been calling it like classic and timeless, but now it's like look for the classic, look for the timeless, but garments that are sustainable, garments that are sustainable, that also transcend gender. So the whole genderless idea, garments that can be worn by any human being, and garments with multi-uses and multiple functions, so you'll get the most use out of them, which will allow you to wear it from one season to the next. So that's the main ideas related to the design wise, and then you'll just see different interpretations of it and different looks and styles connected to these ideas is what you'll see. So intentional design is just the basic, flat idea. Be intentional about what you buy and how you choose to dress. And like I said, pieces that will carry you everywhere. So that's where the all day active, and as I previously said with the soulless, the idea of integrating the lounge wear, the active wear, the comfort wear, the street wear, just a whole mashup of these styles that we become so accustomed to wearing, create, a hybrid of all that so that you can keep wearing it, right? So that you don't have to buy fast fashion or buy looks or trends that are of the moment, and then in the next season you can't wear it anymore because it's not trending. Create a hybrid look that will work always. So look at the Burberry look. You see there's a is that a puff coat? Looks like she's wearing a cardigan sweater. It has a collar on it, leggings. So that's what I'm saying, a hybrid look of everything mashed up together. That is what we'll see. And to me, it makes sense in trying to really think smart and intentional about how you dress. Because if you choose a hybrid look, then you'll have all those pieces that can work together within themselves or separately stand alone. And you won't have to keep seeking the next, because your wardrobe is really a hybrid of all that is trending all the time, you know. So I hope that makes sense to you. And it is, again, ideas. It's just, you really have to be thoughtful about it. Like, okay, this is a different way of thinking about how I dress, because it really is design wise. It's not on a whim. It's not of the moment. It's big picture, broader, outside of just you thinking about the world and the earth and what you can do, what the fashion industry can do, what consumers that consume all that the industry puts out, what we can do collectively as a group, you know, as a culture, to just be more intentional about the choices we make that have negative effects on our planet that's ultimately going to impact future generations, you know, kids, grandkids, great grandkids. All right. Resourceful, sartorial, just again, different interpretations of being intentional. So I'm not going to keep talking about it. I love it. So sustainability, I love the topic. I have 2 videos on my channel. I'll include a link here so you can check them out if you're interested in learning about how we got to where we are and why sustainability is such a big issue in our industry. All right, so our final major theme for spring summer 23 is full spectrum. I love full spectrum. Full spectrum is bringing the positivity and the light and love that exists in our world, in the atmosphere, in our universe, to fashion. And it's very fun, it's lighthearted, it's upbeat. Okay, so if you're like, oh, so soulless, the design wise is really not me, full spectrum is where you'll end up, because it's all about embracing, it says fun, creativity. And again, we started with the understanding that consumers were seeking positivity. They were seeking peace and calm and lights and love. And full spectrum just encompasses all of that. And just a bright, bubbly, it's bubbling over with expression and joy and optimism. All right. And it's, again, different ideas and different interpretations. But what you'll see stand out the most is like the childlike, playful interpretation of joy and expression and love and light. Okay. That's really what that's the idea of full spectrum that stands out the most, but there are different interpretations of it. So I'm just giving you a little taste of it here. So first is sculptural fluidity. And this just speaks to the expression piece of full spectrum, just expressing yourself, you know, embracing yourself, loving yourself wherever you are, wherever you exist, whatever you're doing. So just that's the sculptural fluidity. And then joyful sport. So activewear, loungewear, streetwear, this comfort look that's prevailing, just merging that, connecting that with the full spectrum, being expressive, being joyful, being lighthearted. That's what this speaks to. And then next is expressive keepsakes. So this kind of speaks to the soul of the person, the heart of the person, being expressive, you know. And again, it's artistic. And you see that with the tie-dye, hand printed, just very, word to say, just like organic, naturally existing prints is what it is. Like it appears, and that's the intention, for it to be something that just naturally happened and emerged from the process of creating. Okay, so that's where we get expressive. You're just expressing yourself. You're just being you, engaging in your environment, in your world. And what that looks like is something unique in your own footprint. And that's why you see this, the prints are just that. They just whatever naturally exists. And this is the expression of you. Okay. Very artsy and creative. And that's what Full Spectrum is about. Okay, so we're finally at the end of this video. I shared a lot, but like I said, I hate to lay a good foundation so you know where we're going. I'm excited about spring 23, spring, summer 2023, and I hope you are too. So please come back. I will have more to share. Bye, everybody.